Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Reference Sports Show. As we continue on the road to the Wrestlemania, the top 10 women's title matches in Wrestlemania history. These early ones were a struggle to get through, I'll tell you. Some of the early women's matches really was a struggle. Unfortunately, there's about 10 WrestleManias there from WrestleMania 1 there was a women's match. From WrestleMania 10 there was a women's match. Really, until you get into the 20s, there wasn't many women's matches at WrestleMania. And the few that they had weren't very good. Now, the number one on this list is one of the greatest women's matches in the history of women's wrestling. I believe, in WWE at least. And I think the 2017 WrestleMania 33 women's match, which is slated to be Sasha Banks versus Charlotte versus Bayley for the women's title, will definitely make number 2 on this list, and it possibly could be number 1 on this list if I redo this list next year. Alright, let's get started. Number 10 comes from WrestleMania 30. The 14-way Vicky Guerrero Invitational Battle or match, whatever the fuck this thing was. It was goddamn, it was a clusterfuck. I was at WrestleMania 30. I wouldn't get something to eat during this match. We had champion AJ Lee versus Oksana versus Alicia Fox versus Brie Bella versus Cameron versus Emma versus Eva Marie versus Layla versus Naomi versus Nikki Bella versus Rosa Menendez versus Summer Rae versus Tamina Snuka. Really? Exactly. AJ Lee retaining her title. Number 9 on this list. We go all the way back to the beginning of WrestleMania. WrestleMania 1. The first ever time the women's title defended at WrestleMania 1. We had Wendy Richter versus Liana Kai. New champion, Wendy Richter. It was alright. I mean, it wasn't great. It was alright. Women's wrestling has gotten better over the years. I think WrestleMania 33 women's title match can go down in history as one of the best ever. First one in WrestleMania, it was alright. Number 8 on the list, WrestleMania 23. In a lumberjill match, we had Melina retaining her title over Ashley. Number 7 on our list comes from WrestleMania 15. Sable retaining her title over Tori. Number 6, WrestleMania 18. Jazz going in as champion versus Lita versus Trish Stratus in a triple threat match. Jazz retaining her title with those two Hall of Famers in the match. Unbelievable. Next, we had WrestleMania 10 title match. We had Alundra Blaze as champion versus Liana Kai, who also was in the first WrestleMania women's match. And then Blaze retaining her title. Next, number 4 on the list comes from WrestleMania 21. We had Hall of Famer Trish Stratus versus Christy Hemme. Trish Stratus retaining her women's title. Number 3 on the list, we had, probably one of the best women's title matches until recently. We had WrestleMania 22, Mickie James versus Trish Stratus, and Mickie James gaining becoming the new women's champion in WrestleMania 22. Number 2 on the list comes from WrestleMania 19. We had Trish Stratus versus Victoria versus Jazz. And Victoria losing her women's title to Trish Stratus. And the number 1, the greatest women's match at WrestleMania history, WrestleMania 32. Charlotte retaining her title versus Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks. 3 of the 4 horsewomen from NXT. Like I said, 2017 WrestleMania 33, Charlotte, Sasha Banks, Bayley champion. Bayley will retain, I believe, at WrestleMania, and/or Sasha will win. Probably Bayley retaining. What they should have done with this was, instead of having Bayley win at Rumble and beating Charlotte's pay-per-view streak, held off on that. Kept the same storyline, just had a title on Charlotte, had Bayley, do a number 1 contender match, somehow get a rematch for the title, have Sasha get in the match somehow too, have Sasha and Bayley as friends like they are now, have Sasha turn on Bayley, and go heel. Have a heel Sasha, heel Charlotte versus little Bayley, and have Bayley win the title at Mania versus having her retain. You know, we're gonna do drop it. She'll drop it to Charlotte on a Raw or something, and then retain it. Unless they end up doing the Fatal 4-Way with Nia Jax. Maybe they have Nia Jax and Bayley on a Raw for the title. Have Nia Jax take the title from Bayley on a Raw, and then add Nia to that and make a 4-Way. I mean, is that a possibility? I don't know, but we'll see. But that will wrap up Robert Sports Show, Road to WrestleMania, WrestleMania's best women's titles matches. Stay tuned for the best tag title matches and the rest of the road to WrestleMania. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. And don't just have a great night, have a spiffy night. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.